Shubman Gill arrived in the press conference. It was a very mixed reaction from Shubman Gill because his own form with the bat was not that good. India lost the series 2-1. In his first major assignment, he's had to taste defeat. But the takeaways from the Sydney ODI promise him a pretty bright future because Rohit and Virat have stepped up and have ensured that India have at least something to smile for. Now, on the future of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. As far as their ODI future and as far as when you have to look at staying in touch with the game is concerned, the talk was on whether they'll play Vijay Hazare or not. To that, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli on playing domestic cricket, Shubman Gill towards the fag end of the press conference mentioned, there's not much gap left for the South Africa series. There's a bit of a gap between the SA and the New Zealand series. We will have discussions after the South Africa series. Now, 3 weeks from now, 2 to 3 weeks from now, you're going to have the 3 ODI series that begins against South Africa. You'll have the 2 tests first, then you will have the 3 ODIs. Now, from this particular point in time, after that, you're going to see a 1.5 month break. If you want the players to stay in touch, then the management along with Shubman Gill will discuss with Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli whether they want to play the Vijay Hazare trophy or not. Earlier reports had suggested that they might play 3 rounds of the Vijay Hazare to get in touch for the New Zealand series. So that's where now the current situation is. It makes sense. There's not much of a gap between now and the South Africa ODIs. From the South Africa ODIs, you have a 1.5 month break. So then the call will be taken. But on Rocco guiding him, now remember, this is the series in which he had to take the help of the seniors. And that is where Shubman Gill had a major lesson in captaincy when he said, having Virat and Rohit help me as a captain, I can ask them anything whenever I have any doubts on the field. Now remember, it's been a tough baptism by fire for Shubman Gill because you got outplayed in the first ODI because of rain. Second ODI, if you had held on to the chances, the series would have been different altogether. India would have won it 2-1 rather than Australia winning it 2-1. But on Harshit Rana. Now, this particular instance, 2 questions were asked on Harshit Rana, the bowler, because the criticism that he's getting, and also on the number 8 position. On Harshit Rana, the bowler, he mentioned that he bowled pretty quick in the middle overs because what happens is, if the pitch flattens out, then you need to have that hit the deck bowler. And that is where Harshit Rana fits the bill. He says that there are few tall fast bowlers who can bowl 140 kmph. These type of bowlers in South Africa will be the key. South Africa, you need hit the deck. And that is where, towards the middle stages, if you want your bowlers to prosper after the early movement has died down, then you will rely on hit the deck. And that's where Harshit Rana fits the bill. But again, at number 8, is he being underutilized? Shubman Gill mentioned, number 8 is a position where a batsman who can contribute 20 to 25 runs is important. He doesn't mind a 50, 100 is out of the question. Even if you can contribute 20 to 25 runs, it's very important. Harshit Rana kind of did that in Adelaide. But then already, because the top order had not set the stage on fire, you lost some crucial momentum in the middle overs. That is where you need to ensure that it is done. But then that toss, Shubman Gill winning tosses is now very rare. And in a bit of a jest, he said, even people at home are telling me about my toss abilities. Ghar wale bhi bolte hain mujhe. So that is how Shubman Gill is desperate to even win a toss at this point in time. As far as his batting form is concerned, now remember, Shubman Gill, barring 1 match against Pakistan, the rest of the tournament was pretty poor for him in the Asia Cup. Even in the 3 ODIs here, he said that, see, I got strangled down the leg side in one particular game. It doesn't feel as if I have got any kind of a problem. So that's why he's saying, I am not too worried about my performance. Yes, he may take some time to adjust to the situation. But then in certain tough conditions, he's been found wanting yet again, and that argument will not die away. So that is why Shubman Gill as a captain, it's been a tough tour for him. As a batter, he didn't lead from the front. He lost the series 2-1. The only consolation for India is you won in Sydney with Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli scoring well. The celebration will be like we have won the whole series. But actually, Australia won the series. And that is where you have to look at the broader picture rather than certain individual milestones at this point in time. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.